He also said that my docket would be read before 7 people who would then decide whether or not I should teach again. When I heard this, I got a sick feeling inside. But believe it or not, the little hopes I have in miracles and answered prayers was enough to go and do, was enough to go and do my stuff at the House of Pain, and I did. When I went to the courthouse, I was hoping that the clerk of the court was absent and that a non-black substitute was present. But she was there. The one who would be copying my docket and no doubt reading the sordid details. I hoped and prayed that she wouldn't read them. I'd recently met this black girl twice before, and she seemed happy and upbeat. But apparently, my hopes and prayers had fallen on deaf, godly ears, because after copying it, she seemed cold and silent toward me, making me feel like shit. After that, I tried to get my mind off my situation by going to the downtown plaza and seeing the robotic dinosaurs. As I walked around the mechanical prehistoric animals, I began to think how impossible it was going to be for me to ever get back my reputation of being a non-racist creep, and how it was now an untouchable, or actually, and this is the new term I think this is the new term I think will fit me perfectly from now on, everyone's whipping boy, because racist or not, the fact that Campbell said potential to be offensive toward African Americans, that gives people a duty to shun and reject me, to show others around them that they did the right thing by rejecting someone who might be a racist. Also, if they don't use me as their whipping boy, then they might get accused of being soft on a racist and might get viewed as being one. Believe it or not, but in the eyes of the employers who might see my court docket, well, I now believe Iraq has a lot better chance of having complete sanctions lifted against it with Saddam still in power before I'll ever be considered to teach. Looking at my life now, it really looks over. As a matter of fact, if I didn't have any family members now, I think the best thing I could only do now is go to a hospital, an organ specialist, show an organ specialist my donor card, then blow my brains out so I could help those on waiting lists who are in advanced stages of hepatitis B. Let's face it, I'm now everyone's whipping boy for people to show others that they are good and aren't racist by rejecting a possible racist.